because Gabo is absent. I don't know what happened to his internet, probably. Okay, so
Yes.
would you accept recording this class for Gabo?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Let me share the screen again so that you can find out what your mistakes are in the pronunciation. The pronunciation of the past tense of verbs. I know it's hard work to understand. It's hard work to understand the difference in pronunciation between wanted and embarrassed. The difference between
Yes.
wondered, you see, and wanted. In this case, you pronounce wanted because the ending of the verb is T. When you have a final T or a final D, like in need, needed, like in want, wanted, like in visit, visited, like in start, started. You see, are you here?
See?
Okay. Now, you see this here? Start, the pronunciation is started, started, because it has a final T, okay? When you
Okay.
say when you say want, wanted, huh? Another verb
Yes.
in past tense would be worried, worried. It's not worried. No, no. You say worried, worried,
Worry.
and
Worry.
relieved, relieved. When you're relieved, oh, you feel relaxed. Okay,
Yeah.
relieved, relieved. Observe the difference. Why do you say relieved like a final D, but not, you do not pronounce the E, but relieved, relieved?
Mm.
Because the sound of the V sound here, there is a vibration here in the vowel cords. When you pronounce this, the V, relieved, relieved,
Relief.
okay? And
Relief.
embarrassed is like a final T. You know why? Because when you put your finger here, put your finger here in your throat, on your throat, and
Yeah.
pronounce s, s.
Z-
No, no,
z-
not s, no, 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 s, s. Is there a vibration of a vowel cords here?
No.
Vibration? No vibration. When you pronounce s in this here, and you pronounce embarrass,
Varus.
embarrass, no vibration. So the
Varus.
pronunciation of a final ed is like a T. Embarrassed,
Varus.
embarrassed.
Varus.
Okay, but when you pronounce wondered, wondered, observe, repeat,
Wonder.
Put the tongue here, put your tongue, put your finger here on your throat and pronounce
Yeah.
er, er,
Er.
er,
Er.
There is
Er.
vibration, isn't there vibration here in the vowel cords?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pronounce wonder. Okay, the end is
Wonder.
the ending of the verb wonder. There is vibration, so that ed sound is pronounced like d, like d, 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 wondered, wondered.
Wonder.
And the same happens with worried, and the same happens with relieved, because relieved, you have to pronounce relieved,
Relieved.
relieved. Okay, I'm going to
Relief.
show you in detail, but previously I want you to pronounce this. If you go to the United States, most of people will pronounce interesting. If you go to England, most of people would pronounce interesting, interesting. Okay, you
Yeah.
can pronounce both, no problem. Everybody's going to understand that. But be careful if you go to the United States to pronounce interesting, because they're going to say, do you come from England? Do you come from England? Because most
Okay.
most English people pronounce interesting, interesting. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
why? I don't know. Okay, let's repeat. Wanted,
Wanted.
statue, statue, statue.
statue,
Okay, interesting, interesting.
interesting.
Okay, if you want to pronounce interesting, no problem, because it is pronounced that way too. But this is British. Okay, repeat this.
Okay.
Embarrassed, embarrassed.
Embarrassed, embarrassed,
Like a final T. Embarrassed. The ED is pronounced like a final T. Wondered,
wondered,
wondered. Started,
wondered,
started. In this case, you
started.
pronounce id, because you have a final T.
Okay.
By the way, you say nervous? No, no, nervous, no. Nervous, nervous. Repeat, nervous,
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 nervous.
nervous. I know that most of the time when you are OU, you pronounce it like out, like when you say clouds or out. But in
Yeah,
this case, nervous is pronounced nervous, nervous.
nervous.
Verse is relaxed, a relaxed sound by the end. And well, uh, you are okay. You pronounce very well. Sometimes you make problems in pronunciation. Disappeared, disappeared.
Beard,
When you pronounce the disappeared. Okay, I'm going to stop
disappeared.
sharing this and I'm going to go to share another one so that you can I'm going to share the translator because there is kind of knowledge that you can get by pronouncing this. Okay. mm, want, wanted. You see the difference?
Yeah,
Ah, want, wanted. If you pronounce this, you say want. Okay, pay attention.
When did you see the difference?
In this case,
Wanted,
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 wanted.
wanted. In this case,
want, want,
okay. In this case, okay, wanted. But let's go to the other one. Say this. What was it? Wondered, wondered, wonder or wondered. You say wondered. When you pronounce the wondered, huh?
Wondered.
The pronunciation here would be like this. Huh? Pay attention. Observe. It's here. Estás viendo la pantalla del Google Translate, ¿verdad?
Yeah, I can see.
See? Okay.
wander, wander, wander,
And this one here?
wander, wander, wandered,
Okay. Wondered. Let me close
Wondered.
this and observe how you pronounce this. Huh? How do you pronounce this?
wandered,
Wondered. Wondered.
Wondered.
Okay? And this is the meaning for this, if you didn't know that. Okay? Wondered. And the other one was embarrassed. Observe, embarrassed. I was embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Or I felt embarrassed. But in this case, observe, the verb is this one. So you pronounce this one here.
embarrassed,
Embarrassed. And observe the final T here. I am embarrassed. You see this here? ST?
Embarrassed. Yeah.
Embarrassed. Okay, embarrassed. The final ED sound is pronounced like a final T. Embarrassed. Embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
embarrassed,
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed. But it is not
embarrassed,
embarrassed. No, no, embarrassed. No, embarrassed. Okay,
Embarrassed.
embarrassed,
embarrassed. But this is st by the end. Okay, it's the same as miss. If I say Gabriel missed the second part of this class, You see? Missed.
Yeah.
When you say missed, pay attention to this. Observe. The pronunciation for miss is this, miss.
Miss. Miss.
But when you pronounce the final ed here, um,
Gabriel missed the second part of this class.
missed, missed. If you
Missed.
check it out, let me write only the ed and pronounce it. You see?
Missed. Miss.
Missed.
Huh? When you say he missed the class. In this case, this ed is pronounced like a final T because there
Yeah.
is no vibration of a vowel course here, right? So you say,
He missed. He
Miss.
missed.
he missed the class. He missed the class. Huh? He missed the class. And when you pronounce this, it's
Missed.
not that it's not this way. No, it's this way.
He missed a class.
Missed. If you check it out, the pronunciation
Missed.
is missed. Hay
Yeah.
unos traductores en el celular, creo que se puede poner con diferencia de velocidad. Se puede pronunciar
Yeah.
más lento y tú puedes captar la diferencia de que esto se pronuncia como si fuese una T. Missed.
Okay.
¿Ok?
He missed a class.
He missed our class. He missed. Inclusive esto como lo acoplan. Missed. ¿Ok? Esto yo
Missed the
sé que al
class.
comienzo cuesta trabajo, pero es una cuestión de práctica, repetir y repetir. It's necessary
Yeah.
to have a repetition. Let me stop this here and let me share again the other screen again about the book. Okay, so what is the city here? It's Mexico City. Okay, and
Mm.
well, let me go with this. I want you to read No Way In. This is no way out. This is no way in. Okay? You understand? This is like the opposite. The opposite. No way out. No way in. Okay. Can you please start reading this here?
Yeah. I have been to Europe many times, but never to Greece until last summer. It was an unforgettable experience. I was staying at a small hotel in Athens. It was in a part of town where most tourists don't stay, but it was cheaper there. And I want to practice speaking Greek with people. One, one evening, I went for a walk before dinner. Soon it started to get dark. I didn't want to get lost. And I remembered I had a small map of Athens in my wallet. My wallet, it wasn't in my pocket. I thought I've left in the in I left in the hotel room, and my hotel key is in my wallet. It took me a long time to get back to the hotel, but I made it. The door was locked, of course. Sometimes I talk to myself when I'm upset.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute because I have to move this way. Okay? But it
Oh,
is hard work for me to do it because it is necessary to up to get the problems that you have in the pronunciation here. So can you continue reading?
yeah. Well, I must have said out loud, I've lost my wallet. I've locked myself out and I missed dinner. Just then, the hotel manager appeared. I guess he heard me talking. He said something in Greek and pointed to his house. I followed him. He and his family were having a big Greek dinner. They wanted me to join them. The manager eventually let me into my room, but first I ate one of the best meals I've ever had, and forgetting my wallet was the best mistake I've ever made.
Okay. Now, observe that you have corrected some of the mistakes because you said followed correctly, followed, and you said correctly missed, missed. Okay,
Yeah,
and you said pointed, pointed. You pay attention, but you made some mistakes when you say locket. No, yeah. Observe. Pronounce the end of the verb lock, lock.
locked,
Put your finger on your throat here, and you pronounce k. Is there a vibration of the vowel chords?
no,
No vibration. You don't pronounce the ed, but like a t, like I know it is difficult to pronounce
locked,
lock, lock. Okay, in
yeah,
this case, you have to pronounce lock. Okay, the door
locked,
was locked. Okay, if you place in the computer in Google Translate, locked, the door locked, the door was locked. The pronunciation of a final ed is like a t, locked.
yeah,
Okay, because there is no vibration of a vowel chords. But in this case, appeared, appear. If you pronounce
appeared,
appear, which is the last sound
appeared,
of appear, there is vibration of a vowel chords. And there is vibration of a vowel chords, you have to pronounce d, appeared,
appeared,
appeared. Immediately,
appeared.
when you pronounce the R sound of appear, you pronounce the D sound, appeared. But you don't
Appeared.
pronounce appeared. No, 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 no. You have to pronounce appeared.
Okay.
Yo sé que es difícil. I know it is difficult at the beginning, but you don't know how many times I have to practice for this, but you have to do it. Okay? Now, there were many verbs in regular verbs that have an ending with ed. For example, apart from locked, you have locked repeated here. And I think you pronounce correctly locked here, but you mispronounce it here, right? You
Yeah.
pronounce it correctly. Missed, you pronounce it correctly, no problem. Huh? And when you say it, for example, heard, heard, well, you didn't have
Heard.
any problem. Or you said, for example, followed, followed. Okay, it's okay, no
Hello.
problem. And you pronounce wanted, wanted. In this case, you have to pronounce this ed like ed because you have the final T. Whenever you
Yeah.
have a final T or D, like in want, visit, need, a final D, you pronounce needed, visited, wanted. You understand?
Yeah.
Let me check it out. No more? No more. It was okay. Your pronunciation is okay. It's good. Now, I left in the hotel room. Okay, so what happened here? He left. Where did he put the keys and the wallet? Where was it? Tell me. Where were the
Um,
keys and the wallet? Or the keys of a hotel?
in the hotel room?
In the hotel room, and he left the keys inside the room, wasn't it? Didn't he?
Yes, I think so.
He and his family were having a big Greek. When you pronounce it Greek, repeat
Greek.
Greek, Greek.
Greek.
Okay, Greek is the pronunciation for this. And observe that this is Greece. Greece
Oh, yeah.
is a country. This is Athens, the capital city in Greece. And Greek
Greece.
is the language. Greek language. Greece, the capital city, the country, and the capital city is Athens. Okay?
Athens.
Athens. They
Athens.
wanted me to join them. The manager eventually led me into my room. No way in this case, no way out. This is the problem we have. He couldn't enter the room. He couldn't enter the room, and he had left his wallet, right? Okay, so can you please tell me in which story or stories did the writer do these things? Can you please tell me? Right, number one or number two? Went to ruins, number one. What do you say for the
When,
second?
and the second is letter number one.
Number one, the second one, two. How
Huh?
about the next one? How about the next one? Got lost.
Got lost. Number one.
Number one, got lost. And the next one, got
Got
help
help from
from
someone.
someone.
And number two.
Number two, this would be number two. Okay. What do you say for the next one? Stayed in at a hotel.
And number two.
In number two. What do you say for the next one? Went underground.
And number one.
Number one, because this is in Mexico City. You have to go under the caves, you know.
Yeah.
Now, how about the other? Made a mistake. Who made a
And
mistake?
number two.
Number two, he left the keys inside the room. I think that is the mistake. It was his fault. What do you say the next one?
Number two.
Number two, went on the trip alone. Alone. Did he go alone? Number two. Didn't he go with his family? I heard something about a family. Didn't you see it here?
The manager's
He and
family.
his family, he and his family were having a big Greek dinner.
The, the hotel manager and his family, right?
Went on a trip alone. You know what it means, alone.
Yeah.
You went on a trip alone? Sure? I'm not sure.
Um,
Let me check it out. Let me check it out. The answers are here. For number one, okay, for number one, here we are. Can you see it here? Okay, this is number one. It's okay. One and two, two. Here. One and two, two. Okay. Went to a foreign country. Okay. One and two. In the first and the second. Okay. In the next one is one and two, two. Here. One and two, two. Okay. Got help from someone. Got help from the manager, I think. Huh? And in the first one, he got who was the one who? Okay, she got help from a friend. Huh? From a friend when she was in a cave. When she was in a cave, and
yeah.
she said, "I was relieved." Huh? He was worried, and I was relieved. Huh? For the
Yeah.
rest of our trip in Mexico. So, get lost. Yeah. Okay. So, here you are the answers. Okay, the answer can be separately done. Let me check it out. If you check it out here, it's number two, stayed in a hotel. Number one, went underground. Number one and two, made a mistake.
Sorry.
Yeah, the lady made a mistake. It was the lady who made a mistake, and it was the man here who made a mistake too. So here you have number one and number two, and number two for the last one. Okay, but the time is being up. Let me. Okay, it is supposed that you write a composition of an adventure that you have had. What happened?
Mm,
What went wrong? Okay, you always have stories in your brain right here. Something that has happened to you. Probably you have lost a key, you have lost a package. Probably you have lost something or something has happened to you. You have had an accident. Okay, you are going to make a narration of an event, okay, an important event in your life. The idea is that you practice your English by writing. Nobody
Yeah.
learns how to write if don't take if you don't take a pencil and paper. It would be convenient, or you write down on your computer. It would be a good idea if you do it. Okay,
Sure.
so now let's continue. How about it for our next class? We continue with this. This is the rest of the last page, I think, from the workbook, because page 60, I guess, is another. No, we have 2 pages left. Two
Yeah.
pages left from this unit number 10. Okay, so this would be a good idea if you want, but you and Gabo are the ones who are going to decide if you want to continue on unit number 11. Okay,
Okay.
but I am not the one to decide this, because sometimes you think that it is not a good idea, but I would consider that the workbook would be good to be used, okay, so that you
Okay.
can practice a little bit more. So for tomorrow, tomorrow is June 1st, but it is Wednesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
June 1st. Mhm. Here you are. Wednesday, June 1st. For tomorrow, we will continue here, right?
Yeah.
So, Gabo and Jessica. Gabo and Jessica. Okay? So, let me
Okay.
stop this here. And let me tell you, have a good night, good evening,
Thank you.
and good night. Okay?
You too, teacher.
Have a good,
Goodbye.
excellent dreams, okay?
Thank
And
you.
take it easy. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.